Hello everybody, welcome back to the show. Today, we've got another episode of Pokemon Academy Life, Forever, baby! We've got a new fucking update, and you know what that means? It means we get to play through it again! Yeah, we get to see the new update! I hope y'all are fucking excited, because I'm sure as hell excited. See, we get to see where this continues off. God, that's fucking loud. Hold on. Turn the volume down. That doesn't affect. Okay, I'm assuming you can hear me over this. I'm just kind of praying, you know? This looks pretty loud. Alright, what enough. Your options are... What? Your options are Warlock, Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, Berserker, and unfortunately Bard? Tell me more about... What? Why am I in this scene? Tell me more about Warlocks. Lore, Smarts, Cunning, and Learning. They're best for players with lots of knowledge, wit, and patience. Oh, okay. Tell me more about Fighters. Physicality, World Smarts, and Strategy. The best for players with lots of courage, knowledge, and wit. Let me check my freaking traits then. I'm pretty even on everything, but I guess wit, knowledge, and charm are my highest. So what are bards? They are only good at deception. You cannot convincingly play one. Selecting this option will make the game slightly harder. Okay, fine. Jesus. Risk taking, adaptability, and Pokemon handling. Best for players courage, wit, and charm. What the fuck did I have? I keep forgetting. Yeah, knowledge, wit, and charm. What are the other ones? Rangers. Pokemon's charm, patience, and knowledge. What's a paladin? Resilience, leadership, and persuasion. Courage, patience, and charm. Okay, so there's nothing that fits my build exactly, which is a little bit shitty witty, bro. Anyways, tell me about Rangers. Healing and Pokemon Smarts. Best for players with lots of charm, patience, and knowledge. And I think I have charm and knowledge. Yeah, charm and knowledge are two of my higher ones. And I guess patience isn't that low. So, here we go. Let's be a ranger. It is done. Tell us then. What is it that has the international police so concerned? What do we have to fear? Eternity. Oh, dude, a Java update? So true. Hello? Who the hell are you? Which is, you know, interesting. Here we are. It's a new day, baby. Gardenia dropped off 50 Poke, and that's what I like to see. My syndrome... Oh, I don't know. That joke is in good taste. My syndrome may be down, but my money is up. Good lord. Old Man Oak is back. Great, I missed him. But I am concerned about how the other students will react. Class, I'd like to teach you, possibly the most important thing I will ever teach this year. You could hear a pin drop. If there's anything that my years of study of Pokemon human psychosociology has taught me, it's that reputation is worth less than nothing. One should be judged by their actions, their skills, and their words. Reputation is attributing value to something based on nothing, but what one believes other people consider its value to be. Why, if that was the sort of anti-scientific thought I was interested in, I would have invested in the stock market. Professor Cherry has done all of you a great service, and she has done an even greater one for me. And it seems that I, in my hubris, and in my disbelief in what others say in me, thought my procedures and methods were infallible. The data that is so apparent to me now is not one that I'd considered until Professor Cherry and her class, in all honesty, made clear what some of my blind spots have been. Well, that was all I intended to say on that matter. Oh, excuse me. I can't work on my abilities as a teacher if I spent all my time in... Oh, Jesus. I just ate some food. What? If I spend all my time engaged in self-flagellation. Now, that is quite the reaction. Now, it's become apparent to me that I have not been adequately preparing you for these tests you are taking. I will now remedy that. Huh, did Old Man Oak have some sort of epiphany? Your test this evening is a simple one, in contrast to the test that will be given on Thursday. Who here can explain the concept of coverage moves? Mrs. Berlitz? Me? Oh, geez, Yes. Sorry, yes, I can. Coverage moves are moves that, are moves that a Pokemon is trained to learn to be able to compete with Pokemon that aren't weak to their primary type or types. Correct. The list of coverage moves every Pokemon might have is massive, and is not something I would recommend to try to memorize. Many matchups that seem like foregone victories can easily become lost. Oh god, can easily become lost causes if one of those two has a single key move that turns the tide in the opposite direction. I keep Earthquake on my Altaria to handle steel types that she would Oh god, I'm so sorry, I just woke up. I'm not doing okay. I keep Earthquake on my Altaria to handle with steel types that she would normally have difficulty dealing with. That is an excellent example, yes. Dr. Katsura, Instructor Blaine, to you, mentioned once he was battling a trainer who possessed a Feraligatr. Only Blaine's Rapidash and the foe's Feraligatr were strong enough to battle. Only Blaine's Rapidash and the foe's Feraligatr were strong enough to battle. Dr. Katsura's Rapidash had the speed advantage, but that advantage did not mean much if one is not capable of landing a finishing blow before becoming knocked out yourself. However, his Rapidash had a trick up its sleeve, Wild Charge. By using a move this challenger did not expect, a move that many Wild Rapidash do not know, Dr. Katsura was able to take his challenger off guard and defeat him. It may interest you to know that challenger was none other than Champion Lance himself. What? This expresses the importance of coverage moves. They allowed a gym leader to beat a champion. Dr. Katsura's fire-type moves would have failed to have any impact on Champion Lance's dragons and water types. Dragons and water type. But through clever moveset creation, he was able to pull out a victory. Granted, Lance was not a champion at that time. Lance doesn't use a Feraligatr. No, not anymore. I'm not certain, but I believe he retired that member of his team shortly before his attainment of the Kanto champion. Perhaps he would divulge more details of his, to members of his battle team if you were to ask. Now, some have far more coverage option than others. My specialty, normal types, are particularly... Clap. Clap. What? What? What the hell's... Who's receiving backshots in the middle of class? Huh? Who's that? I don't know. Is it... You turn around. Excuse me. You turn around in your seat to see who the mysterious clapper at the back of the room is. Okay. Hello? Bravo! Bravo and bravi! Who's this guy? And is he on a floating chair? Magnificent, magnificent, and magnificent, my esteemed Sam Oak. Truly, you are a genius atop your field, an intellect beyond compare, a paragon of education. Why, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of a lesson right now, so... Sam, surely you have 3 seconds to spare for your generous benefactor. Why, if you put me off, I may be concerned you've forgotten who recommended your appointment as a teacher here. I suppose I had, actually. That was you? Of course. Oh, Sam. You wound me. In any case, please, this will only take 3 minutes. Well, what can I help you with then? Oh, it's just the most delightful thing. Why, this class of yours, I can't help but notice it has 32 students. Why, yes, 32 is within the range of class sizes recommended by the dean. Oh, splendid. It's exactly the illustrious Drayden I wanted to talk to you about. You see. Of course, you see. He said that my darling niece, who had a very hard time this last year, may rejoin the school if I could find a teacher that would take her into his homeroom. Well, why, think about it, dear Sam Oak. Consider this. Who else could I go to? Chris? No, no, no. Such a suggestion is preposterous. And since you weren't here last year, I'm certain you wouldn't have any of those nasty, awful, distracting prejudices, no? 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 Splendid. I'll send her along for afternoon homeroom then. Really, this is more of my generosity. She's a fantastic student. Quite simply the best. More importantly, this brings your class size up to 33. A much better number, wouldn't you say? I'm not seeing how this number, 33, is any better than... Well, dear Sam Oak, for a genius, you sure are bad at numbers. I'm sure you'll see it at some point. Yes, I suppose. Let's discuss a few details first, if you wouldn't mind. I just have to be sure. There we go. I have 3 minutes, perhaps. Professor Oak and the strange man retreat to a corner of the room, discussing logistical arrangements. Slowly, the quiet whispers between your classmates become a dull hum. Hey, does anyone know that guy? No, but I don't like him. Only I get to run rings around Professor Oak. You couldn't run rings around an onion. If Gramps is letting this guy get what he wants, there's something in it for him, or us. Dunno, he seemed pretty good before this guy showed up, but as soon as that chair guy started to fast talk, the prof kind of folded. But he knows what he's doing, just give him a second. You're biased. And you're stupid. I feel like I should know this man. I'm sure I've seen his face before. I feel like we'd remember him if we knew him. There can't be too many people who use floating chairs to get around. You rack your brain for any sort of connection, but you're pretty sure you've never seen him before, though something about him still feels oddly familiar. Wait, I swear this is... I'm going to lower the volume just a tiny little bit. This is killing me, because the levels are too similar, and it is bothering me. But I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm thinking about it too hard. Wait. No. Oh, shit. I'll never be able to unsee that. I wonder if he's also... I wonder if he's also Alto Maurice. All right, students. Let's continue the lecture. I have a lot of ground to make up, and I can think of no better way to do that than to talk about the ground itself. Terrains, that is. Now... Oh. But dear Sam Oak, where are your manners? You haven't introduced me to your delightful students. Right you are. I suppose it slipped my mind. Students, this is Lawrence, a board member, and... Tut, tut, tut. Is there some sort of issue? An issue, dear Sam Oak. No, perish the thought. I'm just concerned that if you, well, as you say, introduce me as Lawrence, your students may, well, be misled to think that that is my name. I'm sure you can see my concern, dear Sam Oak. You're a professional yourself, no? Perhaps I continue to fail to see the issue. I may recommend that you introduce yourself, then. Ah, yes, well, I understand that your time in Pallet Town left you relatively isolated from society. It's understandable that certain modes of address may slip from your mind. Then, very well, it appears I have the pleasure of introducing myself to all these fine young students. If you wouldn't mind giving me some room to, spread my legs, as it were, to coin a phrase, if you'll pardon the wit. Excuse me. Well, Class 1B, such a pleasure it is to be before you here today. May I assume that at least 3 of you recognize me? May and Dawn quickly share a glance, but no one says anything. Ah, so wonderful. My legacy proceeds. This is fun. For those who haven't had the pleasure, my name is Baron Lawrence Phobos III. I am a collector, coordinator, philanthropist, and many more titles beside. But for those of you with short attention spans, you are permitted to call me Baron Phobos. I won't. Talking? Wasn't it clear I was talking? Oh, wait, for some reason I thought that was... Whoops, sorry, I forgot that was... I thought that was Hilbert talking for a second there. Talking? Wasn't it clear that I was talking? Could you not hear me talking? Where did you get your title from? Beg your pardon? You said your name was Baron Phobos. A baronship is a title of prestige, and a title of nobility. Which lineage gave it to you? Oh, such an intriguing question. You see, my prestigious bloodline is descended from 3 separate royal families. So where did you get your title from? Was your father a baron? You're not paying attention, young man. As I said, I am a baron. Why, I could easily lay claim to the title, a title far higher than baron. If I wished, I could be a king. Pikachu's Pokeball suddenly rocks. Whoa there, buddy. Don't fall. Where are you from? I am a proud Orange Islander from Shamudi Island, though my citizenship is that of Kobukan, which no title of nobility shall be granted by Kobukan, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under it shall accept any present emolument, office, or title from any king, prince, or foreign state. Kobukan's constitution, same as Univa's. You are either not a baron, you are either not a Kobukanian, or are you in violation of the law? Which is it? Ah, I think I understand now. You are a member of the battle team, aren't you? That doesn't answer my question. Sit down, friend. I was a student here once upon a year. Oh, my beloved Kobukan, whose walls sing songs of ancient collections yet to be completed. That was the school song from back when I attended, but you see, when I joined, I focused primarily on my work as a coordinator. And the battle team at the time, well, they struck up quite a fuss. Why, bullies, louts, and thugs, the lot of them. Coordinators. Aren't they those girls who dress in skirts and dance with their Pokémon? Yes, I heard such things thrice a week. And of course, the battle team constantly soaked up every other club's budget, such that the noble, fine, and elegant art of coordinating was entirely sublimated to their inelegantable whims. I must confess that Kobukan's hallowed halls haven't always been a welcoming place for me, but I did love it. I loved it greatly. I hope to show that love for Kobukan again. I have heard, for example, that the Coordinator Club has recently hired Lissy as its club advisor. A fantastic pick. I couldn't have chosen better. Aside from Champion Wallace Waters, of course. Seems perhaps somebody forgot the obvious hire. I am not sure what he's saying anymore. So, yes, to make a long story short, I think it's fair to say that my history with the battle team may be a tad contentious, but I won't hold that against you, my friend. Just do keep in mind that my board membership offers me certain privileges. What does that mean? I swear to God, if he tries to mess with the battle team. In any case, I believe that's all I need to say for introductions today. Ta-ta now. Do give my beloved, darling, kind-hearted niece a warm welcome, if you please. I'm sure you'll all be the best of friends. Right, that was an unforeseen interruption. I apologize for that. I've got some more material to cover, so let's... Oak attempts to continue lecturing on important coverage moves, but is never truly able to regain his classroom from the many whispers that arise after the chairbound coordinator's interruption. And yet, class still passes. Shite, man. Ah, yes, Free Willy, the man himself. It's good to see my team again. Good God. Alright, let's see. Free Willy, right, the Poniard Everall. Dark Steel, he's got the ground type move. I guess I could go to Steel class and get the freaking Steel move for Free Willy. Other than that, I think I should probably just level up my other main electives. There we go. Go to Steel class, baby. Okay, so about Pokemon that are Steel type. You studying something new? I'm trying, man. Well, there's Hilbert and Hilda. They're looking, well... Yeah, I don't think we should pull the pin on that grenade. Let's sit somewhere else. Morning, students. What's with the shovel and cloak? Is this an archaeology class? Maybe he's on his way back from conquering a castle? Huh? You know, like a castle full of rats, with a big knight at the end, like in a video game. Ethan? What the hell are you talking about? Hey, you two, what are your names? Ah, shit. Sorry, sir. I'm Ethan. Schlep, sir. That was totally my fault, sir. I distracted Schlep, so if you're going to punish someone, it should be me. Horizontal ellipsis. I respect you standing up for your friend. Don't let me catch you doing it again, though. You two are new to this class, aren't you? I'm Byron, your steel class teacher. You should be familiar with my teaching methods and know that I won't allow any dawdling or bellyaching in this classroom. If you want to succeed in the Pokémon field and beyond that, a weak character and lack of confidence will only serve as a crippling liability. This should be common sense, but your generation seems to lack it. No, excuse me. In this day and age, it's all about hard work. I can guarantee that if you work hard and persevere through the hardships in life, there's nothing you can't do. But that's easier said than done. Like steel Pokemon, you have to be resilient, determined, but not too forceful to the point of antagonizing others. Be tough and guarded, but not to the point where you start putting up walls. I apologize for starting off the class on such a serious note, but I just wanted you all to know that. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. Shh! What was that? Oh, nothing. He was just asking something. Yeah, what sort of teacher would waste our time with such meaningless platitudinal drivel when we... Hilbert, shut up! Hilda and Hilbert, if you have something on your mind, say it now. No, there's nothing on our mind. Right, Hilbert? Horizontal ellipsis. Right. Alright. But keep the noise level down. Disrupting the class will affect your grade. Yes, sir. You always do this. When are you gonna stop treating me like... Well, now that we're all acquainted, let's get started on the lecture. Byron tells the class of some of the finer points of raising and battling with Steel-type Pokemon. Apparently, the process is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% why are you doing this? And 50% pain. Remember everything I told you today. Dismissed. And 100% reason to remember the name. What's my name again? I don't know. Your steel proficiency increased to 5. Here we go. Here we are, baby. Good morning, everyone. You're all looking young and fresh. That's kind of weird, Alder. I have to be honest, I was pretty sore after that battle we pulled on Friday. I'm not as young as I used to be. Horizontal ellipsis. Oh, don't worry about me, Bruno. I'm not about to fall over. If anything, that's proof I'm in the right place for where I am now. Teaching the kids who'll be the next wave of champions. Although I'm pretty sure Champion Blanc is going to hold on to Unova for a long, long time. Not if Benga has anything to say about it. Now that's a firebrand. Benga. He's so much like me at his age. He has a strong sense of justice. Too strong, maybe, but I can't hold that against him. Like I said, when I was his age. Benga. Name doesn't ring a bell. Alder's grandson. Heard he's on the warpath ever since Blanc snagged the championship. Can't deny that. He really thought he was going to be the one to beat me and take the championship title from his own grandpa, keeping it in the lineage. But champions aren't kings. The strongest gets the title, not the grandkid of the current guy. Besides, I'm sure Benga will make my daughter proud of him one way or another. I'm already proud of him, and I'd be proud of him if he never once picked up a Pokeball. Youth is a precious gift. I hope all of you are taking advantage of yours. Bruno's very right. Take it from a guy who's getting up there. But enough of life lessons in my family. Unless anyone wants to see pictures, I've got a foldout in my wallet. I may suggest we move on to the battles now. Worth a shot. We're going back to basics this week. You know what that means. Single battles. One-on-one. One student against another. I will call out the matches. And I'm going to call my family and see how they're doing. You've got this class covered, right, Bruno? They are paying you too much for how seriously you take this job. And they're not paying you enough for how... and they're not paying you enough for how seriously you take it. Perhaps. I'll take that anecdote to my next salary renegotiation. Now, it's time to assign your opponents. Schlep, please battle Dawn.
Hi.
Hey, rival.
You may have won the last battle against me during the Quarter Clashes and the battle in the fields on Wednesday, But I'm going to get back at you today. I've been training my team really hard, and I know they fight better now.
I'm sure of it.
Maybe this battle will give you some inspiration for your next piece. After all, you've just been asking me to strike the same pose, from the same angle, for hours at this point. Maybe some new angles could give you some new inspiration. Shh, please not so loud. Sorry, but you're gonna show your sculptures to people someday, right? Yeah, strangers though. I don't want other students to know what I'm doing. I don't want my friends to know.
I'm not sure I fully understand, but I get it.
Thanks for understanding. Okay, let's go. Alright, first battle of the new season. Let's do this shit.
I don't know why I said season like this is a TV.
The new UI! Oh my god, I love it. It's so cool.
Alright, Frigibacks. Brick Break, you're ice type, right? Oh wow, that was easy. Alright, Frigibacks, Tinka-Tink, you are Fairy and Steel? Let's see. Yes, Fairy and Steel. Used Rock Smash, not very effective. Alright, there we go. And he's fainted. Vulpix, and that is not a fairy type. Yes, you are fairy type when you evolve. I learned that the funny way. There we go. Vulpix fainted. And now Swinub. Man, coverage is awesome. Old Man Oak was right. Alright, Cyclozar. And now you're Dragon type. Hey, that's new. You didn't have a Cyclozar last time we battled. I caught it for Professor Cherry, but I'm not sure it fits onto my team properly. It's a bit too fast. I might trade it to someone else. Good luck with that. Alright, Poison Tail. Used Quick Attack. Wow, that was easy. Orochi gained 10 experience. Here we go. Guess I've still got a long way to go before I'm back to where I was before. You're seriously... I'm sorry. Bro, I am so sorry. Oh, I know he's being nice, but like... Oh man, that was not hard at all. I'm sorry, bro. You're a seriously tough battler, Don. You'll climb back up that mountain in no time. Oh, no, I'm not upset. I thought I was past this point, but I guess I really was just standing in the foothills. I'm not upset, really. I don't mind climbing again, as long as I'm doing it because I want to. Or because I want to. Oh, I wanted to say thank you for that delicious cake you made on Saturday. It was the best cake I've had in my entire life. Hey, what? You're flattering me. Can't have been that good. I really do mean it. If you don't become a champion, well, you could at least be a champion chef. I'll keep that one in my back pocket. Sounds better than being a farmer, at least. Oh, I just remembered. What did you think of Baron Phobos? He's a bit of a dick. Looks like you and May recognized him. He's kind of a famous figure in the Coordinators Club. He was a world-class coordinator, and after leaving Kobucon, he became a really famous collector of Pokemon relics. Excuse me. I didn't know he had a niece, though. Is he still a coordinator? Well, generally you need to move around and dance and pose in contests. Gotcha. I can see how he'd find that difficult given his legs. Wonder what happened. I get the feeling he'd share the story happily if you asked. Maybe, but then I'd have to listen to him even longer. Well, looks like the bell's about to ring, so I'll just... Don't be a stranger. There we are. Oh god, and now my leg's doing the fucking tingly thing. There we go. Ah, rookie mistake. Never let your opponent get off that third quiver dance. That's the killer. Good fundamentals, though. Go have some lunch. You'll do better next time. Third quiver dance? Don't let him get the first quiver dance, or like encore, or something, you know? God. You've only just walked into the cafeteria when you suddenly notice a commotion. A group of students are surrounding some sort of argument happening at a table in the center of the room. In my way? Bad move. Oh, no, I didn't mean anything by it, Melody. Oh, no, everyone's staring at me. Hey, what's happening here? Is that girl in the sunglasses harassing that pink-haired girl? You scan the crowd for someone you know, and you notice Yellow's signature straw hat just under your field of view. Hey, Yellow, what's happening here? Oh, I'm not sure. I think this new girl was just talking to one of the cafeteria workers, and then when Klara said something to her, she started yelling at her too. Klara is one of Leaf's friends. You didn't know?
Never seen her before. Please, I really didn't want to make you so angry. Not angry. Confused, maybe? I guess I just didn't get into your mindset and see where you're coming from, but that you didn't think, oh, yeah, excuse me. I just can't get into your mindset and see where you're coming from. That you didn't think any of this is a good idea. Please, please, please stop being so angry. Horizontal ellipsis. Okay, now you're pissing me off. Maybe you can't hear me through all that hair. I'm not angry. Mark it, memorize it, get a tattoo of it. You know why I'm not angry? Because you literally don't matter. Water off a duck's back. Say what you want. Why are you so mean? Is it because all those rumors about you? Literally shut up. Oh, okay, so Valley Girl accent. Got it. I just want you to know that I never believed them. I think there's good in everyone, even if you did. F you. Fight me. Wait, please stop. I don't want to fight. 2 Slowpoke? This won't be a quick battle then. Wait, that's not important. They can't be battling in here. Should we not call the disciplinary committee? They are breaking the rules, are they not? This isn't any of our business. Let's just stay out of this. Did someone say business? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a battle of the babes. Who will win in this climactic cafeteria confrontation? The kind, cute Klara, or the newcomer, the enigmatic and mysterious Melody? The betting pool is now open. Bets start at 3-1 with... What the devil is going on here? Eep! Scram! Ugh, the disciplinary committee. I don't know who I'm rooting for less here. Guess the fun's over. Now the bad time brigade's shown up. Please explain what has occurred here. It's really nothing. I'm very sorry, Charon. Melody and I just lost our tempers a bit. We were arguing, and she sent out her Pokemon first, starting the fight, and then I sent my Pokemon out too. Is this correct? You instigated the conflict? The horizontal ellipsis. Sorry, we were asking you if you... She heard. She's just not talking. Disciplinary committee. That is us. May I ask you why you're not in uniform? Hey, listen up. You can't touch me. Please elaborate. No. It's almost funny. Stop. Stop? Melody flips her glasses... Melody? In quotations? Flips her glasses up. You're immediately struck by the piercingly cold gaze of her eyes. Eyes that contain nothing but scorn. I think this is a new song. Guess you're not in guess you're not in the know. Listen up, you disciplinary dork. I don't do what I'm told. I've been pulled into Drayden's office so often I got a timeshare there. You can run to Drayden or the student council all you want, but I'm untouchable. You've got no grip. Got it, guys? I go where I want. I act how I feel. You may be sitting on the throne, but my crown is real. So I'm going to run in the hallways. I'm going to text in class. And if you want to die on that hill, you can just save us some trouble and off yourself right now. Mark it, memorize it. I'm Melody, and I'm in charge. Clear? What do we... Well, obviously, we report to the student council, but in a more real sense, what do we do? At least she told us what to expect, I guess. I love the confidence, but I have a feeling she's going to be a big problem for us. Oh, was it the manifesto she just recited telling us she's going to be a big problem? Is that what gave it away? Why are you always so rude? You could at least try to get along with me. You don't take our job seriously. You tune out of the disciplinary committee's argument as you begin to hear other arguments arise. Holy shit, dude, that was badass. She just tore the disciplinary committee a new one. I don't know. Aren't the school rules, like, kind of important? Oh my gosh, that girl. Do you think Melody's gonna join the nursing course? Ugh, you like that? Ah, Grisha, my boy, he's back. That's interesting. Horrendous is more like it. How incredibly rude of her. Wait, Melody? As in the Melody? As you look around, you begin to realize the entire cafeteria has descended into a frenzy, with everyone arguing at the top of their lungs about Melody's actions. The riotous, argumentative nature gives you some unnerving flashbacks. You put your hand on Luigi Jr.'s Pokeball, and the moment passes. Sheesh. Okay, let's get out of here, bud. There's no reason to stick around and deal with this. Let's go eat in the garden. Whoa, hi? Come on, let's get out of here. Hold on. Klara grabs your hand in a gesture that feels immensely similar to your first meeting with Leaf, and before it even occurs to you to protest. Phew. Are you alright? Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I was a bit loud in there, but nothing too bad. Oh, really? I mean, with the way Charon was so mean to you. Yeah, that wasn't great, but he didn't, like, turn me off of crowds or anything. You're very brave. I really admire you, you know? Hey, what? That's a bit much. I mean, we've never talked before, right? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I've wanted to talk to you for so long, ever since our first week of school. But you're so okay. I've already got a bad feeling about this one. But you're so cool and handsome. I just couldn't work up the guts. It's like I have little butterflies in my stomach every time I look at you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You probably think I'm weird, right? No, that's very sweet of you. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I never even introduced myself, did I? I'm Klara. Yeah, I know. You knew? Well, yeah. Does that mean? Oh no. Does that mean you've been watching me too? Are you actually... Have you been thinking about me all this time as well? Sorry. I didn't know you that well. Oh, I just heard your name from my friend Yellow. Apparently you know Leaf? Oh, yes, she's a very good friend. We're besties. Huh, I thought Leaf and I were besties. Oh, well, some people say they're besties with everyone, you know? But I really mean it. A bestie with Klara is a bestie for life. Well, Klara, thanks for being concerned about me in the cafeteria. It means you've got a good heart, but I'll be fine. I'm glad. I don't want to think about anything bad happening to you after, well, you know. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but do you want to eat together? Sure. Yes! You and Klara sit down on a bench together. Klara unfolds an elaborately wrapped lunchbox that looks like it's had a lot of love and care put into it. Hey, just to make sure we're on the same page, you're not, like, trying to get close to me because of Luigi Jr., are you? Oh, you're Pikachu? No, not at all. I liked you even before your Pikachu became special. And I'm not much of a battler anyway. I'm more focused on the contest circuit. Oh, yeah? Are you part of a coordinator club? Or the coordinator club? Yes. You must know Brendan and May then. Oh. What? No, it's nothing. I shouldn't gossip. Is it something about Brendan and May? It's just, when I see how happy they look as a couple, please don't think any less of me. I'm so jealous. Nah, I know the feeling. I mean, I've never even had a boyfriend before. Same boat. Or a girlfriend. Really? But you're so tall and handsome. Well, it just never happened somehow. So, you and Leaf? Nah, we haven't even gone on our first date yet. Oh, I heard that. Excuse me. I heard that keeps getting delayed. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Leaf wants it to be perfect, but our schedules keep kind of like missing. Well, if someone wanted something hard enough, I believe they'd have found a way to make it work. That's the spirit. Do you want to, with me? Sorry, couldn't hear that. Do you want to go on a date with me? Oh, on a date with me? If you're not busy, and if you don't hate me, we can... I really don't want to read out this dialogue. It's so awkward. We can go out tomorrow evening. I'll wear something nice if you want to. Please? Sure, absolutely, yep, or I hate you. No! Why do you do this to me? What? Why are these the only options? Oh no, it's just like from Persona. No, it's just like Persona. Like, forget her name. Oh, it's fucking with me now. It's like that one chick from Persona, where when you, was it Persona? Yeah, from Persona 5, when you let her down, and she just takes it really hard. And I have a meme on my phone, which is that scene, where it's just like, I'm in love with you. Kill yourself. And he's like, fuck, shit, what do I... Well, great. So now this is me. I'm fan-fucking-tastic. You know what? I don't hate you. I can't say yes, But why are you like this? You're doing this to me. Anyways, let's just see what happens with all the dialogue. I hate you. Obviously, you do not actually say that. Okay. Obviously, you do not actually say, thank you. But if you reject this earnest girl's plea for a date, then doesn't it somewhat seem like that's what you're going to be saying? No, it's not. I can say no without being rude. Shouldn't you reconsider? Why are you like this? Don't do me like this. It's not often such a beautiful girl approaches you so plainly and demurely with such an innocent request. Don't you think maybe you should give her a chance? I mean, let's be honest. Are you really going to be able to do any better? Let's see. Who's your highest ranking bonds right now? Leaf? Nate? Do you really see things working out with either of them? Leaf and Nate? Are those actually my highest ranking bonds? I can check. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually... Leaf, Silver, Ethan, Nate. Yeah. I mean, there's more than Leaf and Nate, but, you know. There we go. You either going to be... Come on, stay on the tracks. No, I don't want to do that. I already made... Freud, I already made a promise to Leaf. I'm not going to do this. Huh? Sorry, Klara. You seem like a great girl, but I just met you, like 20 minutes ago. I'm not sure I should be dating someone so soon, you know? Schlep, what are you talking about? I didn't ask you for a date. I'm pretty sure you... Oh, you're really cute. I get it. But you don't need to pretend I said something I didn't. I know you heard me properly. It's alright. I won't hold it against you. I'll just talk to you later, okay? Maybe I misunderstood what she's saying? I could have sworn that... Huh. Well, I don't have the best memory, I guess. Your stomach suddenly lets out a loud growl. Wait, I just realized. Klara ate, but I didn't have any food with me. I get lunch from the cafeteria. I should probably... I just one missed lunch, and I'm suddenly wondering if Kobukan is worth it. Here we go. Which one is higher? 26, 27. We go to poison class. Well, thankfully, I don't have to do that thing anymore. You know, I actually tried to avoid going to this class. I followed you, saw where you were going, and went to a different elective. How'd you end up here? Got lost. Ask for move tutoring. I don't think I'll ask for move tutoring. Among the most disregarded poison types is the commonplace Grimer. City dwellers, such as those in Inspira, see Grimer so often they begin to ignore the creatures. Perfect for breeding complacency. The Grimers here arrived in the bilge tank of an Alolan vessel. Loosed by accident, they rapidly begin to breed. Some of these Grimers wield a unique power, that of alchemy. When Grimer's ally faints in battle, it takes on that ally's ability. I know Karen already did this lecture, but, you know, I'm just doing it again. For today's assignment, I bid to you to consider the strategies this might enable for a trainer with a good sense of prediction or a willingness to sacrifice. Koga's own muck is of the Cantonian variety. It has, he explains, a pedigree dating back centuries. Classmates' bonds increased. Your poison proficiency increased to 27.5. Your poison-type Pokemon can now reach level 27. Here we go. Well, thank God. That could have ended horribly. Welcome back to class, ladies and gentlemen. As you may recall from our first class, Baron Lawrence Phobos III mentioned his niece would be joining us for this class. I'm afraid I don't see you, Miss Phobos III. Would you please stand up? That's not how titles work. Is she not here? I don't see her. Yeah, there's no one new here, Professor. Well, I suppose I'd better get started then. I want to give you as much time for the exam as possible. Let's see, I was talking about coverage. Ah, yes. One often wants their coverage moves to cover a wide array of possible opposing types, hitting as many Pokemon for as least neutral damage as possible. Electric and Ice, Ground and Rock are particularly reliable combinations, as exemplified through the combination of Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, Earthquake and Stone Edge, respectively. Another technique that cannot be ignored when speaking of coverage moves is Hidden Power. Being a move learnable by almost every Pokemon, it is also a move that can be of any type. Curiously, a fairy-typed Hidden Power has not been able to manifest in some regions, but in Kobukan it's observed commonly. Frankly, we're not sure why. There are theories that Hidden Power draws its Pokemon from the hidden legends of a region, or Pokemon of immense power that watch over and guard the various regions. There simply aren't many fairy-type legendary Pokemon to be found in other regions, perhaps explaining why these hidden powers are unable to be drawn from. This theory somewhat breaks down when one considers Kalos, though. And, of course, we'd be even more hard-pressed to name a fairy-type legend that lives in Kobukan, never mind prove its existence. This may just be one of those mysteries we'll have to wait for Instructor Valerie to reveal someday. Oh, apologies for the tangent. I've been trying to avoid doing that. In any case, there are 2 more things you should know about this test. Every opponent will have the ability Wonder Guard instead of whatever abilities they would normally have. As a reminder, Wonder Guard prevents non-super effective damage from directly damaging moves. The second thing is that it does not matter if your Pokemon faint, as long as you have 1 Pokemon left standing at the end. Of course, that's only true in hypothetical essay battles such as this. Such a philosophy would be looked on with some concern by Instructor Karen if you were to try it in a real battle. Right, with that covered, please take out your pencils and... remember, this will be graded. Ah, I suppose I needn't say that before every quiz, then. Oh shit, I should probably save. Hold on. Let's get the quiz right, baby. This is a nice puzzle. I like these, they're fun. There we go. I'm sorry, Class 1B. This is one point where I really am just an old man set in his ways. I don't think I physically can stop saying that. Oh well. Good luck! Alright, let's do this. I'm excited. Skiddo. Okay, so Skiddo has Confusion, Signal Beam. Alright, Signal Beam. There we go. Okay. You'd only just bent your head down over your quiz when... Excuse me, my students are currently taking a test. Lawrence told you to expect me. What's the problem? Oh, you're Miss Phobos. No. It's Melody. Then, Miss Melody, you should be in your uniform right now. Yeah, whatever. Melody walks to a desk in the corner of the room and, ignoring the chair, sits on the desk, bobbing her head to some unforeseen tune. Jeez, this couldn't have happened at a worse time for Old Man Oak. You attempt to turn your attention back to the test, but Melody's dramatic entrance don't tell me that. Confusion, Swift, Signal Beam... Oh, okay. Well, it's just saying we don't know what types of moves are, but that's fine. Shockwave, Thunderwave, Psychic Trailblaze. Okay. Steenie, Dazzling Gleam, Splash, Zen, Headbutt, Flail. Wigglytuff, Defense Cold Charm, Round, Gyro Ball. Oh, fuck. I was supposed to faint and then let... No, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I was supposed to let the fucker faint. No, not that. No, not that. Not that. There we go. Signal Beam. There you go. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me. Yada, yada, yada. This has already happened before. Yada, yada, yada. We do this again. And let's just end it. There we go. Fairy Wind. And then Wigglytuff. Please be faster for some reason. Gyro Ball. Got it, baby. Romateeth fainted. Scraggy. So, what are we doing? My students are currently taking a quiz on the importance of coverage moves. Seriously, first week material. It's what, end of month 2? Guess you're that teacher. Phobos told me about you. Miss Melody, please keep your voice down and try not to distract your classmates when they are taking a quiz. Of course. Real battles are well known for being quiet, distraction-free environments. Brilliant. What are you even doing? You frustratedly attempt to turn your attention back to the test, but Melody's aggravating presence continues to distract from your ability to focus on the test. Raises the user's defense. Oh, okay, so is there any difference? Round, Charm, Defense, Coral. Okay, well let's look at what other Pokemon we have here. Steenie, Dazzling Gleam. So that means we go and let you faint. Charm, for some reason. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Steenie.
There we go. Dazzling Gleam. Got it, baby. Scraggy switched out, and Diglett switched in. So, like, are you gonna give me a test or what?
Miss Melody, please wait until the quiz is over. We can discuss when you may make this up later.
So I'm taking it after everyone else? That doesn't seem fair.
I don't see.
If I'm taking it after everyone else, then I could cheat.
Are you going to?
I could.
I trust that you will not. For now, though, please try not to interrupt any further.
You grind your teeth and keep your nose to your paper, though your concentration at this point is almost completely shattered. Sizzling game, splash flail. Splash doesn't do anything! No! Anyways, what do we got? Electabuzz, fucking... Oh, awesome! Well, Espeon and Wigglytuff have fainted, and Steenie doesn't have any ground-type moves. So I just assume... Let's just hope! Come on, Electabuzz! Trailblaze! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God. Okay.
I'm afraid that's the amount of time you're allotted, students.
What? No, I totally didn't get to finish because Melody was so distracting. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. That was bullshit! I barely had time to finish, and crap, Scraggy's a fighting dark type, isn't it? Dark fighting, actually, but that doesn't really matter. I thought it was fighting dragon. Guess I should have stuck with Instructor Klara a bit longer. I think I did alright, but everyone else had a much harder time, and right when Old Man Oak really tried to turn things around. The entire classroom is staring daggers at Melody.
Well, Miss Melody, now that the class is over, you could come to the front of the classroom and introduce yourself.
Ugh, great. Nah.
Miss Melody, I have been extremely patient. I ask for a modicum of respect, so...
Nah. You're asking me to do something stupid, so I'm not going to. Introduce myself? Everyone knows who I am. I'm Melody. Mark it, memorize it. This is the part where you call the DC, by the way. Horizontal ellipsis. DC, Disciplinary Committee. Did you not get it?
Miss Melody, I will acquiesce to your request to remember your name, but there's one thing I, in turn, will not let you forget. I am Professor Samuel Okido Oak. I am the inventor of the Pokédex you carry with you. I reigned as Kanto League champion from 1966 to 1970. I am the grandfather of a battle team member and the teacher of 4 other students who are or were on the battle team. You may disagree with my methods, personality, or reputation, but I will not tolerate any further conduct that distracts or disrespects my students. Finally, I am accustomed to a certain level of respect for my students. I do not ask to be my fan. I do not ask you to be my fan, but you have made your point. No further elaboration is necessary.
Okay. I don't hate you any more than the other teacher anyway.
Splendid.
Whoa, Professor... Nonplussed nitty. Whoa, Professor Oak was a champion? Dude, you didn't know? Crazy, but what's even crazier is that Melody chick. She was a student before? What's her problem? You know, I heard her grades were so bad last year that she threatened a teacher and was kicked out. Huh? No, I heard something way different. I heard she was kicked out of a different school for attacking a student, and we're only taking her back because Lawrence is paying triple. Weird. Hearing people spreading rumors about someone else. Honestly, it's kind of a relief, but maybe I should say something? No. Not placing myself in the line of fire. Maybe this will draw some attention away from me. You take a quick look at Melody. You can't even tell if she's looking in your direction with her sunglasses on. She's still sitting on the desk.
Well, I believe that covers everything we needed to address in today's lesson. I'll have these tests graded and back to you by tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your day,
Gramps, we need to talk.
Now isn't the best time.
There's no such thing as the best time. We need to talk now.
Very well. Please come meet me at my laboratory.
What do you think that was about? I think I've got a pretty good idea. Guess I can talk to Gramps about this after all. Soon as I tell him it lost to your Pikachu, he probably won't give it a second thought.
Oh my god. I need to drink water. Holy shit. My throat is absolutely torn up. Give me 1 second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned. And we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh yeah? He's probably gonna tell Old Man Oak about his Eevee's new ability. He hadn't done that yet? Nah, you know him though. I keep thinking I do, and then... Well, enough about him. Sound the horns, because I've got to report to you on the status of our date. Let me guess, a meteor hit the cafe and we need to delay again? Good sir, I am shocked and appalled. But honestly, that's completely fair. We've just had the shittiest luck setting this up. We? But nah, it's nothing like that. Just that everything's still on track for Wednesday. Great. Looking forward to it. I hope it was worth the wait. I've been trying to think really hard about something I thought you'd like, but, well, we're very different people, and I might be completely off base. I don't think you will be. We may be different people, but I like spending time with you, so as long as we're doing something together, I'll be enjoying myself. Keep busting out lines like that, and Professor Oak will need to call the disciplinary committee to break up a PDA, and I'm well known for my adherence to and compliance with their edicts, so naturally this is not an appealing proposition to me. Your sarcasm is the hottest thing about you, you know that? And here I thought it was my ability to recite every Pokémon in Pokédex order. Actually, that's incredibly dorky, and I like my men to be meatheads whose internal monologue is the sound of a slice of bread falling over. Horizontal ellipsis. You're thinking about it now, aren't you? Yeah, I'm trying to picture what that would even sound like. Perfect. I didn't think it was possible, but you got even better. I guess you're angling for that second date early. Should I tell Leaf about Klara? Yes, you should. This is very important. Communication is very important. You should tell Leaf. But, you know, no. Klara apparently didn't even ask me out anyway, so there's nothing to tell. I foresee no issues with this. Well, on that note, I should be going. Got some time to kill this evening. Alright, see you back at the dorm. You try to put Melody out of your mind, as you try to resolve to enjoy your free time without interruptions. You're still quite hungry, though. Okay, so now I can spend time... Where are all the peoples? Where'd all the good people go? Damn. Alright, we got... Blah, blah, blah. Any new scenes? I could go to Silver's scene. Blah, da, 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 da. I don't know. I wonder what Ethan's scene is. I kind of want to see what Ethan's scene is about. Do you want to find Ethan? Fuck yeah, let's find Ethan, man. You've been wandering the hallways aimlessly for a while when you're suddenly hit by a strong wave of exhaustion. Ugh, I've been doing too much, burning the candle at both ends. Maybe I should just go to bed and call it early.
Pick up.
Whoa, hey buddy, easy with the biting. What is that about, huh? Since when have you cared if we go to bed a bit early? Jeez, don't worry, bud. I'm fine. Just tired. Something about that casual dismissal sticks in your mind. Your thoughts wander to where you've heard that phrase before. Jeez, don't worry, man. I'm fine. Just tired. Maybe I should find Ethan.
I got you.
But where is he? It's weird that I don't have his phone number after all this time. You look at your dorm door, where your feet have unconsciously taken you. No way. He couldn't actually be. Hey man, you're back early. You are too. Nah, I usually just get back to the dorm earlier. After classes, I pretty much just come back here. Anyways, what's the occasion? None of the others are here. Looking for one of them? Nah, I just thought we could chat. That's never good. Is this an intervention? I swear, my gotcha habit is under control. These are choices and I can quit at any time. What? No, dude. I just wanted to chat. Seriously, I remembered that talk we had in Argent Mountain, and I realized we don't hang out enough. Hold on, I need to fucking close my window. And we're back. What? No, dude. Oh, right, I already read that. Wait, what's a gotcha habit? And should I be concerned? Wait, you don't know what gotcha is? No? That's crazy. The first gotcha game was literally invented in the Kanto region. Man, Dragonite collection. I feel like I'm missing out. Oh no, honestly, this is pretty great. Once you know what it is, it's a total psycho hazard. You better never learn. It's like No! Why did you do this to me? Damn! I just got. Are you fucking serious? Damn. Freud really got me with that one. Man, he's cackling to himself right now, I bet. Good lord. You know, I thought we were basically identical, but it's starting to sound like our childhoods were a bit more different than I thought. That's probably for the best. If it turned out we had the same kind of childhoods, I'd probably have to order some kind of genealogy test just to be sure. I'll be honest, the thought has occurred to me before. Ethan looks down at his phone and quickly taps a couple places on the screen. Alright, I've set up my macros, so for the next 20 minutes my phone will just be running my dailies. I recognize some of those words. Can't believe the developers actually expect people to do it manually. They have no respect for players' time, seriously. Anyways, let's chat. I kind of get the gist of your childhood, but why don't you recap it for me? Sure. Honestly, there's not much more to tell you that I didn't tell you on the first day. I grew up in Pallet, had a bunch of friends until Blue made a mistake. That's rough, buddy. Tell me about it. Still dealing with the fallout from that one. It was just my mom and I. Still is, actually. She doesn't make a lot of money, works for a call center based out of Saffron, but her job's remote, so she doesn't have to leave home. Anyway, what about you? You said you grew up in New Barktown, right? Yeah. Never had to deal with the, money thing, though. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just part of life. Maybe I learned some lessons growing up poor. Maybe without that, I would have just ended up a total prick. Maybe. I find that sometimes bad things just happen to good people for no reason, though. But then you'd have to define bad and good, and that's a level of philosophy I'm not prepared to get into in yesterday's pajamas. You're just wearing your regular clothes, though. As our old roommate Hilby would say, your powers of observation of the obvious are unparalleled. Dude, you shouldn't sleep in your clothes. Tell me the last time you took your socks off. I cannot tell a lie. Dude! Schlep, it's not a big deal. Like, do I smell? I mean, I haven't smelled you recently. You attempt to surreptitiously take a step closer to Ethan. You better not be about to sniff me, dude. You attempt to surreptitiously take a step away from Ethan. Nah, you're right. Sorry, I know it's a bit gross. Just seems like a bit of a waste to switch outfits, you know? Excuse me. It's alright, man. I came on a bit strong. Oh god, you can hear my fucking voice dying. Give me a second. Freaking hydrate, man. Maybe I came on it. Oh my god, I'm dying. Maybe I came on a bit strong. My mother used to have a real thing about getting up every day, changing clothes, going outside, talking to neighbors, getting a bit of sunshine. Don't know if there was any science behind it, but those little rituals always made the days feel full. Even though Pallet was a quiet, empty town, having something to do every day helped me make use of my time. Glad that worked out for you. I never really had anyone pushing me like that in my life. There was Chris, Professor Cherry, but I mean, she was my babysitter. It's not like a babysitter can be around me at all times, like a mom. And then she went away for a couple of years, anyway. I'm sorry. Can't miss what you never had, right? Who knows? Maybe it would have been worse for me. If you don't mind me asking, what about your parents? Dad's the only one there. Mom doesn't live with us. He makes a lot of money, but Dad sends her like 10% of every paycheck he makes. Her divorce lawyer was pretty good. Supposedly, she's saving that money for me, but if she's not coughing it up to help pay for the literal most expensive school in the world, I'm pretty sure we're never going to see it. So it sounds like you're comfortable. What's your dad do? Mayor of Goldenrod? Sorry? Mayor of Goldenrod, dude. He's the mayor of Goldenrod. I mean, my great-great-great whatever grandpa founded the city, so it's like a family business. Oh my god, your last name is Gold. Hey, you got it. Confession time. I love seeing that look of realization on people's faces, but yeah, that's it. The city's named after an ancestor of mine, actually. Also, it lends itself to some pretty shameless pickup lines. I'm sure you can guess them. Great, I think you just ruined Goldenrod for me. You're lost, my guy. But didn't you say you grew up in New Barktown? If your father was mayoring half a region away, how did that work out? That's why Professor... screw it, I'm just gonna call her Chris. Anyways, that's why Chris and I spent so much time together. Sometimes I'd go to Professor Elm's lab and play there too. Mostly I'd just keep myself entertained though. I figured out how the internet worked pretty young. Looking back on it, that was a blunder, but at least I wasn't bored. And sometimes there was someone else. So, yeah, didn't spend a whole lot of time with my dad. He's a cool guy, though. We did chat a bunch online. You mentioned mayoring was a family business. Do you think you'll go for it? Could you seriously see me as a politician? I guess I'm a bit more patriotic about Johto than the average Joe, but nah, I don't have much attachment to Goldenrod, honestly. I've only been there a couple times to visit my dad, and one time with Chris when we were checking in on our sister. Why didn't you just live in Goldenrod, though? Horizontal ellipsis. Dunno, man. Oh. Hey, come on, don't give me that kicked hound hour look. I had the entire house all to myself, and it's not like I was being ignored. Like I said, Dad and I would chat. Often. How often? Well, getting a bit interrogative. Interrogative? Aren't we? Inspector Foyle? I don't know, man. Seems like a once, often. Horizontal ellipsis. Horizontal ellipsis. I said don't look at me like that, dude. Sorry. Nah, I'm just being grumpy. Sorry about that. Didn't get enough sleep last night. I'm fine, just tired. How long have you been tired? Huh. Bit of a weird question, but almost 10 years at this point? Huh. Okay, maybe my thing was a weird question, but that's a weird answer. 10 years exactly? Nah, almost 10 years. Okay, that's not what I was asking, but how can you be so specific? What happened 10 years ago? Beats me, man. But you can say exactly when it happened? Yep. Do you want to talk about it? Only if you want to. I'm asking. Your funeral, my guy. When I was a kid, I was better. Horizontal ellipsis. My memory was better. It was easier to get myself to do things. I was smarter, friendlier, even kinder. I remember who I was. I can see it in the past, clear as glass. But now I'm this, and I don't know what happened. Elm used to say, oh, he's so pleasant to have in class. He'll be a professor someday. They tried to move me up a grade a couple times. I had tons of friends, man. Sure, that's hard to believe. But even other stuff, like patterns. I'm crap at recognizing patterns, figuring out stuff by myself. Those dumb questions I ask to get a laugh? Half of those aren't even jokes, man. To figure out something, I gotta sit down and spend like 10 minutes on it. I used to be a whiz at math, and I could read a whole book in an afternoon. 300 pagers, easy. Now I barely remember how to divide, and I haven't read anything without pictures in years. I can tell my own Pokemon are angry about how I command them in battle. It's like they expect more of me, and I expect more of myself too, man, I don't want to be a screw-up in everything I do, and I know I have more in me because I used to be better, and then I just lost it. I don't know what I lost, but it's some kind of ache. Like I used to have a fifth limb, and it's just gone now. Shit, sorry, I didn't mean to trauma dump on you like this. You struggle to find the right words. Perhaps there are no words alone. Perhaps there are no words alone that are right enough. Hey, can you do me a solid and just forget this conversation ever happened? No. Never. Huh? Never. I'm not going to forget this. I'll never forget any part of this. Great. I'm so sorry you feel like this, Ethan. If there's anything I can do to help, any way I can show you how cool you are, then... Dude, we're talking. That's a huge help. I don't mean talking. I don't mean something I can say to make you feel better. I'm asking about something I could do to help you feel better. Do? I don't think there's anything that can be done, dude. It's all in my head. Let's be real. I'm actually hoping I've got some kind of problem so that maybe someday a genie could just snap his fingers and undo it, I just gotta get over it. Hey, stop talking about my friend like that. Hey, I'm just talking about... Oh. See? That's what I'm talking about. Took me a second to figure out what you were saying there. Back in the day, that would have been boom, done, easy as pie. Anyways, if there was anything that could be done, yeah, I'd go for it, but there just isn't, my guy. Horizontal ellipsis. I'm thinking. Godspeed. You noticed this happened almost 10 years ago, right? Yeah? Do you remember anything else happening around that time? Nah, not really, man. I was pretty young. I've got a shitty memory on a good day, even for stuff that happened yesterday. I think a decade ago is a bit out of reach. Maybe. Let's look it up. Huh? I've got a horrible memory for dates and events too. So if we look up stuff that happened about 10 years ago, 1993 to 1955, then maybe something will remind you. What, you're just gonna look up world events for a 2-year period and just see if they remind you of anything? That does sound a bit excessive, but they don't need to be world events, just stuff that happened in the area of New Barktown around 10 years ago. You didn't go anywhere, did you? Not often. Like I said, Chris and I sometimes visited Goldenrod. Honestly, though, I could have been in a few places. I traveled a lot more back then, always volunteering for stuff, signing up to go places. School had a ton of field trips, where we'd go with Professor Elm. I even went to other regions. That sounds familiar. Have you told me that before? Nah, but when we first met, I mentioned there was one field trip our class took to Pallet Town when we first bumped into each other. That's something. I nearly forgot about that. Was that 10 years ago? Dude, I have no idea. Like I said, my memory's crap. I can ask my dad where... Actually, he probably wouldn't know where I was. Tell you what, next time we've all three of us got some free time, let's ask Chris, alright? Chris? Yeah, her mind's like a steel trap. She never forgets anything about anyone. She'd remember where I was, even if she never even knew. Even if she never even knew? What? If she ever even knew. Durr. Alright, we'll get to the bottom of this. Really nothing to get to the bottom of, dude. I'm just a loser. Sooner we both accept it, the sooner we can move on from it. I'm not moving on. You're funny, kind, and handsome, and if you can't see that, there's something very wrong here. I mean, I've been trying to figure it out myself for a decade. If you manage it before the school year's over, I'll be a little pissed, not gonna lie. But hey, maybe this is just another thing you're better at than me. At least I can hope. Your heart shifts from, wow, that is bleak. The Charmander Everall. The Snover Everall and Comfey for Everall. Janine Salandit Mankey Everall. Misty the Seal Everall, the Azurill Everall, Golbat Everall, the Cyndaquil, Quilava, and Apom for Everall. Yellow is overjoyed. Here we are. Oh my god. How long have I been? I can guess I can go a little bit longer. You sure what you're saying is alright, Sonny? Do you not believe me? Nah, I believe you well enough. Just, you know, being an influencer and all, I've heard a fair share of digs about myself. These aren't just rumors, Raihan. I was here last year. I saw her. Fair enough, yeah. I try to keep an open mind, though. Seems like some kind of mild disagreement. Hey, what's up? Slap, how you doing, mate? Can't complain. What were you talking about? Who else? Melody. Sunny here's trying to convince me that Melody's pretty much the devil herself. Of course I trust Sunny, but you get in the DMs of any of my haters and I'd sound pretty off myself. I'm not the only one. Ask anyone else who was here last year. Well, I suppose I could, but... Look, there! Brawly! Hey, Sonia, right? What's up? It's Melody. Royan here isn't believing what I'm telling about her. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's been a real big pain in the ass already. No less than 3 reports about her already, and those are only the ones the disciplinary committee felt needed our attention. Of course, there's little we can do but elevate this issue, the issue to Dean Drayton. Crikey. I mean, she's actually that much of a problem? We, as the acting student council, should not tell stories that paint the students under our responsibility in a negative light. I'm totally going to anyway. Brawly. Just one story? You know I love telling that one. One supposes a dry recounting of the facts would not be out of line for preparatory purposes. I feel as though I've opened some door I could no longer close. Excuse me, Roxy. Alright, now, you 3 listen up. Big Brother Brawly's gonna tell you a seafarer's tale that'll chill your bones more than any story about Sharpedo or dead waves could. Should we grab some popcorn? Raihan, be serious. This is a matter of survival. Brawly, remember, recount only facts. Let us not speculate on possible other misdemeanors. Given Melody's rap sheet, there is hardly a need to embellish. Hey, clear the air. I'm getting in my groove. By all means. Last year, I shared one class with Melody. Just one. We didn't have homeroom together, or we didn't homeroom together, but we had an elective together. We were taking Instructor Juan's elective. Oh yes, I remember Instructor Juan. Not ringing a bell? He taught water type classes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and he was the teacher of Instructor Wallace. Mentored him apparently, not in Kobucon, but back in Hoenn, Pacificlog. You mean Sutopoulos? Huh? Do I? You do. Damn, and I spent so long trying to figure out how to pronounce that. Anyway, that part isn't important. Melody and I took Instructor Juan's elective together, and what I saw in that class, some people are just bad apples, you know? Well known for spoiling the bunch, unless immediately removed from the barrel. She hated Instructor Juan. That's speculation. Nah, she straight up said she hated him. The two would get in arguments all the time. Melody would even start screaming at him in class, and he kicked her out of class a ton. We're pretty sure her grades were in the toilet, and she was angry that he wasn't bending the rules for her. Please remove the speculation from the record. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, one day Instructor Juan just straight up disappeared. And I'm not pointing any fingers, but there's only one person who hated him enough to make that happen. You make it sound like she had him kidnapped. We know where he is. He's running the Sutopoulos gym, but he disappeared from his teaching position without a word of explanation to his class. We, as student council, had to field tons of confused questions about where he was and what his students should do. Damn, what happened? I stepped up. I'm not much of a water type leader, mostly focused on fighting types, but the class was like totally sunk without someone in charge. He was very noble. And I only taught that class for like a week. Then Chef Kofu took over until Instructor Wallace decided to try teaching. His students seemed happy enough, and it's an irresponsible choice. Teachers hold the livelihoods and futures of their students in their hands, not something to be done on a whim. Roxy's a Steven fangirl. She took it very personally when Wallace trounced him. Speculation. So, Melody got a teacher fired. I mean, that's pretty bad, but... Baton pass, Brawley, I'm up. Got it. You've only begun to hear the start of this story. And this is where it gets grisly. Gritty. Brawley attended classes with 3 women of unparalleled beauty. Horizontal ellipsis. Yes, Roxy? Something you'd like to say? Unparalleled beauty is an unverifiable matter of opinion. My mistake. Perhaps you would forgive me if I were to apply that descriptor to you instead? Well, it's subjective. They were known as the Sensational Sisters. Their names were Daisy, Lily, and Violet. The most popular girls in school, they were solid Teflon, never bothered, never harassed. Truthfully, I'd have given anything to be one of them, but I suppose I was doomed to their shadows given my name was not a flower. Sunny? Sunny, your last name is Magnolia. It's not the same. Horizontal ellipsis, man. Feels the same to me. Yes, they were powerful, practiced, and perfect. We, as the student council, were often forced to negotiate with them, given their sway over popular opinion. But I set the tower up now, just to make its eventual destruction ever more poignant. Melody managed to steal their boyfriends. Oh, of course. That's not confirmed. Whatever the case, one after another, their boyfriends broke up with them, publicly. You have to understand the social stigma here. All 3 of their boyfriends were ace members of the battle team. They, in turn, were the stars of the cheer squad. We have a cheer squad? Boy, do we. Nearly got stuck in their changing room. Right, Leaf told me about that one. She rescued you, right? That's one interpretation of events. Ahem. Sorry, carry on. So, yes, as I was saying, social stigma. They were perfect pairs, created out of perfect people. To break up, whatever occurred must have been tremendous. We, the student body, were left nonplussed and wondering. Until, of course, everything became incredibly clear. Violet's, or perhaps Daisy's, or Lily's, I don't remember which, ex confessed to Melody. Clearly, Melody had managed to seduce the 3 most popular girls' boyfriends away from them. Really, Roxy? That's Really? Roxy? That's speculation, right? It's permissible. It's permissible. What? Is this because he called you pretty? I'll call you pretty too. Later. Falconer, please wrap up. Well, whatever happened, Melody managed to break up the 3 biggest couples in the school in one fell swoop. High school level nonsense. What that might it that it might be, but it was immensely entertaining. Roxy, if you would. I've not much to add. There is only one thing I am confident of, one thing I can say that requires no interpretation or imagination to bring it to truth. And with no further preamble, Melody is absolutely untouchable. For whatever reason, nothing any student, teacher, or even Dean Drayden does can affect her. We are, regrettably, amongst the powerless number. You're telling me even Drayden can't expel her? For one reason or another, no. I am all but certain she could walk up to Dean Drayden, steal his Pokémon, and he would not lift a finger against her. It's true. It's true. She gets away with everything. Some people think she's blackmailing Dean Drayden somehow. I saw her today. She wasn't wearing her uniform. Among her least offensive infractions, and yet still one that aggravates for among her least offensive infractions, and yet still one that aggravates her for no. Oh my god. Hold on, let me go back. I wasn't wearing her uniform. Among her least offensive infractions, and yet still one that aggravates for no good reason. Well, Raihan, I hope that I have made for the veracity of Sonia's statements clear to you. I also heard that she was kicked out of the school for being violent towards her classmates and even teachers. We cannot confirm that. Guess I should have listened to you then, Sonny. Sounds like you were pretty right on the money. Thank you. As the acting student council, we of course seek the success and happiness of all student body. That being said, stay away from Melody. For your own safety, bros. In lieu of perfect information, one can only act on the information that is immediately apparent, and the information that is apparent in this circumstance is quite telling. Well, thanks for the news. Won't spread it around, honest. Not worried about that. I follow your roto photos. You're a good guy. No, you're a good guy. Happy birthday, by the way. It's your birthday, Raihan? Oh, yeah. Sorry, mate. Was trying to keep that under wraps. Oh, sorry, bro. I believe that's our cue to depart. Please make it back to your dorms shortly. Curfew is soon. Raihan, why were you trying to hide your birthday? Ah, nothing serious. It's just, you know, you and Nessa are enough. Besides, people send me gifts all the time, give me stuff for free. Birthdays aren't so special. And I'm already older than most people here. Don't want to draw attention to it, right? You're hardly Opa's age, Raihan. Don't need to worry about seeming old. Oh god, my accent is breaking apart. You say that, but it's amazing how quick your demo drops off when you hit 25. Course, got a few years till that, but I'm not in any hurry. Sorry, Raihan, wish I knew it was your birthday. I would have bought a gift. No, I'm fine, really. Just promise me a good battle sometime later with that Pikachu, and I'd say you're all good for it. Sure? Right, and we should probably be heading back to our dorms, like Faulkner said. See, I'm glad that occasionally Freud includes right then, because that's my trigger phrase for Sonia's accent. Yeah, alright. See you later. You make your way back to the dorm, but weirdly, Yellow and Ethan seem to have already gone to bed. Blue is just sitting on the couch, looking forlornly at an Inferno and Logos mat. Leaf, sitting on the other end of the couch, seems to be trying to escape without being noticed. Oh no. Hey, Blue? You're back. True. Guess game night's canceled? Guess so. You talked to your grandfather? Yeah, I talked to Gramps. I know how EV works now, so that's great. Are you going to tell us? No, information is power. I might be. Oh god, I need to fucking drink water. You know, and breathe, but mostly because, dear god, I've destroyed my throat. Oi! No, information is power. I may be able to surprise one of you two and beat you with it. Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Well, the air here is like really awkward, so I'm just gonna go to bed. You wait for a while, but Blue doesn't say anything more. Following Leaf's lead, you also go to bed.
I should text someone before I head to bed. Who should I text? Let's text. Oh, Brendan's almost level 5. Let's go text him. Yeah, let's text Brendan. How you doing? Hey, bro. Long time no talk, maybe. I don't remember. You spent some time texting Brendan before drifting off to sleep. How long has this episode been going on? Hour 25 minutes? That's probably good enough. Alright. Well, unfortunately, it's that time of the day. Even though we've got such a lovely start to a new day in this game, unfortunately, it is now the end of the episode. But worry not, fear not. There will be a new episode soon enough. I just hope y'all are excited for more of the same, more of this fantastic game. And I'll see you all later then.